Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fangirl, here to review episode 6 of Cheer Danshi or Cheer Boys. So, after last week, we had a recap episode that I did not watch at all because it's a recap episode. Why would I watch that? So finally, we get to see episode 6. Now, in the beginning of the episode, I was very confused because they were all sitting in that restaurant or whatever, and there's all these other characters that I had not seen before in the previous episode. I was like, wait a second, was that recap episode important? And I don't think it is because they start doing introductions for those characters. So I suppose that recap episode was not important at all. I'd hope not, because I don't want to have to go back and watch it, because it's a recap episode. I have to skip everything and just get to the important part. But I doubt there is an important part in that recap episode. But anyway, so we got introduced to all of these characters. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many of them. And it's crazy. It's so crazy that there's so many. And I'm just like, how am I going to remember all these characters? Like, I'm going to remember them by their hair or something like that. Like, oh, the guy with the yellow hair. Oh, the guy with the green hair. Or, oh, the guy with the pinkish kind of hair who's kind of looks a lot like a girl. So yeah, that was pretty much the beginning half of the episode. But a very important person was introduced, the coach for this team, a full-time coach for their team, which is a girl or a woman really, and she also used to teach another team, I believe it was Sparks at Yomei Academy or whatever, which also we find out that he was also at that school and was on the cheerleading team as a person who holds the person in the air. I don't remember the exact words for it, but we learned that he dropped the coach's sister, and I was like, oh, that's what happened. Okay. Yeah, I can see why he doesn't want to, do it again. He doesn't want, and she injured her back, might I add, and so I don't know if she's still cheerleading to this day. He didn't say. I'm curious to know if she is or not, but anyway, so yeah, that's why he doesn't want to, help, or not really help, but, do the thing. So it's like, oh, okay, I can see why you're scared, pretty much is what it is. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, Haru is the one who confronted him about that. Also, the coach gave them these, things, I don't, what are they called? Notebook things or whatever, that have something written in them that they need to overcome or something like that. And in Haru's it says beat Kazu because he needs to, think of him as a rival and stuff and all this. And I'm like, okay. Also, the team is aiming for the national championship for cheerleading. And what'll be interesting is that when they do get there, if they do get there at all, that we'll see the other team Dreams and probably Sparks, I feel like. So that'll be an interesting thing. I will be interested to see, just all these girl cheerleading teams, and they're just this one male cheerleading team, which would be really kind of funny when I think about it. But I feel like we might get some other rivals in here. I bet there's going to be, another men's cheerleading team. Because, come on. There's gotta be, right? There's gotta be. But, they can't just, want to beat a bunch of girls. They gotta meet some rivals, that are guys and be like, oh, we want to beat you. But who knows? And so, yeah, and then at the end of the episode, Haru, gave this little motivational speech sort of thing, because these guys came out like, oh, you're in the men's cheerleading? That's so funny, or whatever. And so, yeah, and that's what I think made Show want to, actually, try again and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, alright, this is a pretty good episode. I liked it. Last week's episode was a little bit better because it actually had the performance thing, but this is, more practicing and all that stuff. So, very enjoyable episode. What'd you guys think of this episode? Apparently, I cannot talk. But anyway, I'll see you guys in my review for Sarah episode 7, I think. Probably. So I see you guys in that review later. Bye!